Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. Oh, I'm about to go on a rant. Just give you the heads up. Let's go. Right? This is 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. This is one of them. I give life lessons. You tuning them, receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. I'm about to unload. Right thinking mission. That's what I'm on. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. That morning tea coming back. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your said goal of knowing thyself, aka said goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal should be to know thyself. So I give life lessons daily for you to do just that. So I ask the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical. But if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to Mayat be true. Right thinkers, calm down. Let's talk about the prescription for bad behavior back in my day was ass whooping. Sorry, but yeah, we can say ass. I'm gonna use okay. I did the ass cheeks, ass whooping, but with a leather belt, simple, not stentical. No, no, just why? Let's get to the lesson. So, right thing. Let's talk about lack of discipline. That's my point. Just like lack of knowledge will destroy us. Well, what you mean? Please, when you hear me say something, you know I'm going to explain it to you. I'm going to break it down for you. So I don't need your opinion or what you think about it. I need you to pay attention and listen. You might learn something. If you thought lack of knowledge destroyed us for over 2,000 years and we still ain't figured that thing out yet, I'm annoyed about that. Now I'm coming to find out that destroyed us as a people. So what the hell you think lack of discipline is going to do for the next generation? Don't we see yet? Y'all keep saying generation X, generation that. If you haven't disciplined none of those generations and you can't see how it's not working, and you're gonna take punishment or spanking or whooping, ass whooping out of the house, are you crazy as a parent? I don't know how y'all let that go. I got a serious issue about that one. Why? How did that happen? And don't you see why these young people don't fear nothing, don't respect nothing? What's the reason why? Y'all reward them for bad behavior. You let them do what they want to do, so they have no control, no discipline. Again, discipline in life is a must, not an option, not a minus, but definitely a plus. Those who are not disciplined, you can tell all the time. No discipline, no knowledge equals ignorant actions. That's what we see a lot of. Wonder why? That's why. If you're not teaching it, you're not disciplining it, oh, you got a problem. Moving on. I didn't have that problem in my house or growing up. Why? We had discipline. Moving on. I was raised, okay, perfect example. The phrase was a hard head make a sore ass. What that mean? Yeah, that mean every time you did something that was wrong, I'm gonna whoop your ass until you figure it out. Yeah, you got a direct line from that butt to their brain. Okay, you keep doing what you want to do. I'm gonna keep doing what I got to do. What to show you you're not gonna do what you want to do here. Sound like parenting to me. You can't do that now. So how the hell you gonna parent your kid? How you hell gonna deter the kid from doing? Get back to the lesson. Yeah, I guess. Sorry about that. I whooped my son, okay, for the last time. I think third grade when I was called. No, he changed his school grades or something. He had an issue, but he changed his report grades from a D to a B or F to whatever. But he's a little artist, so he can draw. But dude, really, I was so mad with him, so mad because he deceived me, and I don't like that, even from my kid. And I wore him out, and I felt so bad. From that point on, we had a meeting. You do what you're supposed to do. We don't have this problem no more. And we didn't. So that was his choice. Again, early in life, you can't let a kid get 15, 6 years old and try to corral him. Too late. Too late. That's the difference. And me and my son didn't have no issues after he realized what I was going to accept and what I wasn't. Simple as that. That's fear. A healthy dose of fear goes a long way. Why? Because that's that one thing, that ingredient that may keep your son or daughter from doing what they know is wrong. And no, understand you're going to have consequences for that action. So that may deter them from doing that. And that's what discipline is all about. I have never had to whoop my son again. That was his choice. He knew. And I'll never forget, one of my friends asked him, Fred, how'd you get through, the drug game and everybody on the street doing that? He said, my dad wasn't having it. Thank you. So he knew early that wasn't in the program. Simple. Moving on. No drug record, no jail time, none of that nonsense. Okay? Mine. I am, first, a disciplinary. No, two things I need: education and discipline. And I'm seeing those two things being pissed away. Whoa, whoa. How are we going to better ourselves if that don't work for us as the people? We can't let that go. But the Lord says you can't whip your kid. The kid know that? It's a wrap. They running the household now. You got the inmates running this asylum, so to speak. Could they dictate? Ain't happening, wouldn't happen. I'm glad I'm too old to be having kids. That would not work in my household. I'd be in jail. Not for drug dealing, but kicking my kids' ass, whooping their ass. Why? When they get wrong, when they get older, I told my son, I'm doing this because I love you. Society and the government don't give a damn. The state, you break the law, you going to jail. They don't care about you. I'm trying to get you away from that nonsense. I did my job, no jail record, none of that nonsense. So again, I'm a disciplinary. No doubt. Why? Because I know it worked. I know it worked. Why? It was given to me. I gave it to my son. He's giving it to his kids. That's tradition. All that we curse, generation curse. Yeah, a bunch of generation ignorant people just keep bringing on ignorant people. Ain't nobody gonna stop the curse by what? Getting the knowledge of self. Moving on. Tune into me. I'll help you with that. Parental discipline. Let's talk about that. Early in life, my son started walking. I would tap his legs whenever he went somewhere out to play. And after a while, all I had to do was say, he would stop and look back. That's discipline. He knew at a certain point, this might. So if you do that early, they'll have whooping and all that. No. And if you want to discipline them, at a certain point, you take away the things that they like. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to beat them. You got no. Just take away their fun. Take the pleasure away from them. Make them suffer through the consequences of that action. You got to do something. You just can't let them continue to just wild out and let them keep doing. No. Moving on. I would spank his legs when he was a kid, when he was a little baby. He just started walking, 2 years old. And he learned then right from wrong. So his whole life, he knew he had to look over his shoulder, so to speak, while when he felt like he was doing something wrong. Once he got better at not doing wrong, he didn't have no more problems. I'm seeing our young generation so undisciplined. And that's not a good thing. I whoop my grandkids. Why? If they don't do what I tell them to do, I don't give a damn about your back. They my kids. I whoop their ass too. They found that out. Oh, Papa, don't take. Yeah, there you go. That's discipline. They ain't messing with me. I'm not gonna let no child equal to me or think he can. You got to be crazy. I was taught to respect your elders. Didn't make a difference. No, they older than me. You show them respect. What happened to that? Man, we cuss grown people out. We talk tonight. We grown. Again, no discipline. I ain't going to that story again. Sorry about cussing out and learn that lesson again. But we had discipline in our household. Where we at? Okay, I see you. I hear you can't whip your child. Man, I didn't get that move again. I'm glad I'm past that. Why? 'Cause I just told you that wouldn't work for me. How could you not whoop your child? Whooping them is the deterrent. That's to stop them from doing what you want them, what you don't want them to do. How you gonna stop them? Oh, Johnny, you can go to timeout. Man, you ain't timeout. I'm doing me. You put a foot to that butt, a belt to that, he'd be quickly to stop doing what he's doing. Why? He'd be glad to have timeout. Why? He gonna get that butt tax. Simple. Pain from the butt goes right to the brain. You ain't figured that out yet, parents? Come on, really? Who was raised without getting whoopings? Who was raised getting whoopings? Simple. I can't for the life of me understand why would you take the power to discipline your child out of the household, out of the house. I could see not in public places. I could see whatever, but not in my own house. So if my son bucks up at me, I can't do nothing. Quick example. I was told by him, if you ever come at me, I'm gonna kill you. I made you, I take you to the grave. When I see Marvin Gaye Sr. take Marvin Gaye Jr., I told my son, Fayed, don't make me do that. Don't make, because I will. Simple as that. Why? I don't want no child or kid of mine thinking they can do anything but respect me or leave me alone. That's your choice. But to buck at me, I ain't going there. But that's how parenting was back in my days. They didn't take nothing from no damn kid. I'm gonna call diapers. Okay, what pack it? No, they ain't got pack. I bought all that shit. When they come, you go with them. We ain't got to go back and forth like this. If that's what you want, let them raise you. So that mindset don't work for me. So again, I ran. Discipline is meant as a deterrent, punishing you for doing a bad deed. You're supposed to understand there's consequences for your actions. If you let a child do whatever they want to do with no fear of consequence or punishment for their actions, what you got? Out of control individual. We got them, we call them the orange face guy. That's the results of not doing things you should do. He's a perfect example. They grew up to be that kind of person. Moving on. The Bible, again, I'm back to your book again. Why? I'm gonna use what y'all learn to see if you practice what you teach or preach. The Bible tells you if you don't discipline your child, you're sparing the rod. If you spare the rod, you're gonna spoil the child. That means they're not gonna be good for nothing. Hello? Hello? A spoiled child is the worst child in the world. But we see them now. Now it's coming up, it was frequent. Every now and then you see one wild out, no, that wasn't happening. Why? We knew our place. We were disciplined. Go into the store, put your hands in your pocket, and shut up. Okay? You break it, you buy it. Moms wasn't having that. So we ain't gonna have that issue. Why? Put your damn hands in your pocket and don't ask me for a damn thing. That's parenting. I see kids now, Mom, you could have had it. Mom, you could have had it. No, Mom, you could have had it. They just go on and on. That's annoying as hell. They act like they don't hear on it. Can't you hear this kid? Again, different style of parenting. Because it's different don't make it better. No. From that philosophy of sparing the rod, you have generations of what? Undisciplined people. They get older. They don't stay kids. They don't stay kids. No, they start getting older. An undisciplined teenager grows to be an undisciplined adult. Simple as that. I'm having a lot of issues with even the dress code, the gender issues. All these are things, and especially the lack of discipline. I can't figure out how you think we're going to better ourselves as the people, taking away things and the qualities that you need to make you a better person. You ain't got to do that. But no, you ain't got to worry about that. I say think, it ain't illegal yet. Why? They got computers to do that for you now. You're going to be mentally lazy? Jesus Christ, that's never good. But where there's lack of discipline, when there's lack of some kind of order, appropriately dressed. Why you think they got dress codes? Why? Y'all, that's why. Simple. And a society without self-discipline, moral discipline, I call it spiritual discipline, will lead to total chaos. You look around, the chaotic to me is all get up. You got religion running wild. You got the gay people. You got gender issues. You got all, man, ain't nothing working. Everything's going to be okay. How? Lack of discipline would lead to having lack of leadership. How about this? Lack of discipline. Know what that leads to? A crooked leader. A criminal who wants to be the leader. I know the president could have a felony record, whatever, but yeah, really, and he called everybody the bad guy when really you the bad guy. This the worst administration ever. No, it ain't. Yours was. Come on, dog. Moving on. I ain't got to talk about that. Get back. But I keep got to use him example. Why? He's a little spoiled grown man. He didn't get a butt whipping. Why? That's what he needed. Good whooping. Sorry about that. Got personal. I got ass whoopers. Who grew up without getting whoopings? Who up getting whoopings? I got ass whoopings. And on top of that, you got the ass whooping and you got punished. You ain't going outside. Okay? My mom prepared me for prison. I tell you all the time. Why? She took away my freedom. Every time I did something wrong, that shit got old. So I ain't doing that. You just stay in the house. Man, whoop me. No, if I whoop you still ain't gonna go. Okay, well, I'll take it. I know some people say you got an option: take the whooping or take the punishment. We didn't have an option. Oh, you could not take the whooping, but you're gonna take the punishment. Your choice. So I end up taking punishment for my transgressions, breaking curfew. She didn't care. Moving on, another story. But again, the discipline never wavered. Like my yachts forever. My mom didn't give a damn. Sports could care less. Newspaper article didn't mean a damn thing to her. Okay, so love you, Mom. She didn't give about all that nonsense. No distractions. This is what we doing, how we doing it. When I left home, I've been cool ever since. But in her house, those was her rules. I live by them. Again, discipline. And again, if this grown ass child, your boy, orange face clown, acting, yeah, you need his ass whooped. As a grown man, somebody should just tax his ass. What? But nobody's going to do that. They never did. So that's a foregone conclusion. That's what happens when you don't check them early. If you don't imply discipline early, they will grow up and be a spoiled somebody like your boy. Simple. We got him in all different race, creeds, and color. Ain't just no, we just use him as an example. There's a bunch of them. Again, no discipline. It don't give a crap what your race is. Again, it ain't a black thing. Okay, we see that now, right? I told you ignorance ain't a black thing. Excuse me. It's a choice. Where we at? I was taught there are consequences behind your actions. Cause and effect. I'm learning now. It's called WRIGHT. I know now. You read all that good stuff, but I was coming up. No, don't worry about that. If you do that, I'm going to do this. Cause you did that, the effect is going to be you getting your butt whooped or you're going to be on punishment. Those are consequences for my action, and I was held accountable. So I'm fully aware of them. I understand them. I did the same thing for mine. Okay, moving on. If it worked for you, you keep it. If it didn't work for you, scrap it. The thing that my parents did I didn't like, I didn't use on my kid. But the discipline, that was not changing. Why? That kept me straight and narrow. I figured it worked for me, it worked for them too. And it did. Moving on. If you go through life never having to pay for your wrongdoings, you're rich, white, some kind of black, middle class, uppity when they just, they don't want to put that whole concept come from them. I don't want my children. Do they do bad things? Yeah. How you stop them? Negotiate, bargain. No, what they ask. Moving on. So I'm in a situation right now. I'm giving one advice. They say they can't do that. Well, I can't help you. If what I'm telling you to do, you can't do, I can't help you. Move on. I'm done with that situation. Why? I'm telling you to whoop their ass. You tell me you can't. So I got no more advice for you. Where I come from, they get out of hand. Pat, 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 pat. They get back in hand. The lack of discipline is the main problem I see with this generation. Spoiled people growing up to be grown a-holes. Male and female don't make a difference. Black and white don't make a difference. But the whole point is lack of discipline instituted when early in their lives. So they don't really understand it. Okay? When I beat my grandkid, I never forget. They looked at me like I was like they were, what's that? Yeah, it's called whoopings. When I told you not to do that and you did it, I'm whooping your ass. But no, I don't talk. No. I told you not to do that. So they passed it down. Papa say don't do that. Don't do it. Why? He gonna whoop you. Hello. That's what I want for my grandkids, and that's why I'm at with them. They still love me. Okay, so I ain't lost no love because I disciplined them when they got out of line. Moving on. If you're gonna reward them for doing good, as you should, why you can't punish them when they do bad? To keep them doing good, you want to make sure it's the difference. Hello, come on now. Moving on. I'm gonna wrap this up. I see the time. Last one. In this life, discipline is not in my past. My coming up, discipline is not an option. It's not an option for the children. You have nothing to negotiate with. I brought you here. I do what I want to you. You can whoop me, says who? Oh, okay. You might as well go live with them. Moving on. If we had discipline, the wrongdoers, when, like I say, earlier in life, they wouldn't be grown wrongdoers. See where I'm going with that? Again, keeping it real. In my household, discipline, respect was a must. There was no options allowed. You're going to do this. Simple as that. Moving on. I did the same thing with my children. Why? My children never got no say so. Why? I didn't. So they gonna get no say so. Children don't have say so. You do what you're told. I showed them the utmost respect, but I gave them the discipline that they had to follow. So I got that back from them being disciplined. We had no problems. Now, I don't babysit my grandchildren. Their parents know I whoop their ass, so they not gonna put them in that. I love hanging out with them. That's far as we go. Why? Because long as it's fun, yeah. But all kids got that little, but they going, and I'm not the one for that. Simple as that. So understand that there's a limit that Pop will go with you, and at a certain point, you reach that limit. So yeah, it's all good. All in love. We are not helping ourselves with what? Lack of discipline of our children. If you let society, which you keep telling me 85% is ignorant, you let them tell you to stop whipping your child. Who got that? Who? I missed the memo on that one. Still can't understand it. We'll never get what that was. I think we should start a ban. I want to go back to whipping our kids. How about that? Let's get that one going. I'll lead the charge for that one. Whoop their ass. Whoop their ass. All right, I'm done. I'm having too much fun. Hope you got the lesson. But discipline, let's bring it back, please. In closing, right thinkers, may y'all let it be 100. Give me 100 minus a day. So I never know that my discipline, right thinkers, it passed away. I'm out.